Okay, we're going to go on a little trip today. I'm going to take a walk. I'm going back to Prohibition Island where Mark Anderson and I, with Jessica, went digging for, how many hours? We started about 10. We didn't get out of there until 4. Alright, so we're there for a few hours. Nonetheless, after all said and done, I got back and I got a phone call from you-know-who, from Mark, saying, "Owen, I forgot my conch shell." I'm like, "Oh man, that's a bummer." I said, "No worries." I said, I'll go down and go get it. So, I'm going to go get it. Okay, Mark, I'm back. I'm going to get your conch shell. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to clean it all up, make it look real pretty, and I think I can find somebody to polish it too. It's not a promise, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try that. Oh, this is one of my first videos, by the way, I'll let you know. On my own. Freelance. Today I'm going to come back and I'm going to find Mark's beautiful conch shell that he found for his wife. And while I'm here, I thought I'd get 2 birds with 1 stone and have a little bit of fun and go for some surface finds to see what I can find and the backfill that I threw, among others. So, here we are. I'm rolling, baby. I'm rolling. And wouldn't you know it, I forgot a plastic bag to bring with me. And just as I got here, just as I stepped into the wood line, what did I see? A plastic bag laying right there on the ground. Just for me. Okay. Alright, so enough of the Howieism. Let's do this. Flip. Right. I got my trusty plastic bag. And I'm going to go right over here to this pile where me and Jean, and I believe Justin was here too, to dig in this area to see what we can find. Now, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to pick up a dry pointed stick. And as soon as I see something that's going to get my attention, I'm going to call out on it. I see some interesting things that wash to the surface. Very interesting. I don't see any buttons or coins or whiskey tokens, of which I have found here before. Oh, how interesting. Yeah, right there. Yeah. I think it's a washer. Yeah, that's a rubber washer. Yeah. Broken Coca-Cola bottles. This and that. This was an interesting area when we first got here, breaking through the surface. We ended up finding a 2-tone jug in here. So of course in our excitement we tore everything up in here. No, okay. Bummer. No. Alrighty. Not much for surface finds in here. The trash in here is pretty heavy. whiskey, lots of rubber tires, and I can hear that red-tailed hawk calling out just on the other side of the river. There's some of these trees in here. Many of these trees in here, well, within this immediate area, is better than 100 years old anyway. Hardwood of oak, white oak, red oak, hickory, among others. Sassafras, there's some sassafras in here. Choke cherry. Privets. And I forgot what this stuff is. What do they call that? Gotta look at it. Charlie, you would know. Could look at that stuff. Doesn't look familiar to you? It should. I know you got it up north where you are. Yep. There's a good sized swamp maple. I know a swamp maple when I see one. That's a good sized tree. That's at least 100 years old, maybe a little more, give or take. It gets plenty of water, as you can see. Yep. Yeah, this is another interesting thing, is the water aspect. And right here is this huge oak tree. That's oak. That floated to here from the high waters. Now, if I were willing to guess, I know better to know that this tree has probably been laying here since the hurricane of '38. Because that's one of the very few catastrophic storms that has taken place in the last 80 to 100 years that would be strong enough and to move enough water is to float this. Makes sense? Okay, so if we equate the fact that it's been here for at least 80 years, it was already 180 years old then. So, we're talking about a 300-year-old oak tree. Here we are, walking in. Yeah. A lot of stove ash in here. These are chemical bottles. There's this one here, and there's a few others that I thought I'd put aside. Somebody else may have grabbed them already. But I'll tell you, when you go through this and you look at these bottles, you can see how late a lot of them are. You know, they're just common food jars of the 1930s, 1940s, even as late as the 1950s when they were still dumping in here. But I've been to here, among others, and we've actually found silver and gold in here. This community dump is a total of 4 acres, and that is sure to be a rare breed. He's a bottle digger, because there's no other reason why he'd be out here, but that's okay with me. Speak up, friend. A foe you are not. Come on. I know you're out there, man. It's okay. You sounded like an ox in a china shop. Or is it? Oh no, wait a minute. Would that be a deer? Could be. But I ain't gonna fall for that. I knew that was a poison. A former bottle digger. Hmm. Yep. And there it is. I got your conch shell. Oh God, that is a beauty, ain't it? Look at that thing. Yeah, let me get in the shade so you can actually see this thing. Yeah, isn't that better? Look at this thing. Look at that thing. That's incredible. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I left my drink and everything out there. Curses. Alright, I got water. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to set this up. Okay, guys. Whew. Yep. It's warm. Yeah, you know what? I can carry this. I need this from my other bottle. Moosehead. That's a nice soda. I can't believe it. I forgot that. Yeah. I wonder what actually fell since we've been gone. I'd be curious. Okay. Okay, let me see. All right. Big champagne. Lots of bottles down there. What is? Jeez, if that was a... Oh, it's got a crack in it though. Okay. So, I got his conch shell. And I got water. That's probably still going to be good when they come back. Okay. Alright, we're all set. For now. Yeah, that was a long haul. That's your conch shell, buddy. You're right, it is. It's really cool. I can't wait for you to give this to your wife. Yeah. That's right. It's a little dusty. Yeah, but God made dirt, and dirt don't hurt. That's for a stuff digger anyway. See? Yeah. All right. Where did I leave off? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. Gotta get that bad boy a bath. Been soaking all this time. Hold on a sec. Let me wipe off my hands. Alright, now. Get a load of this. Can you read that? What's that say? Antique bottles of Rhode Island. Take out my glasses. Let's see. Profit. L-M-N-O-P. Here it is. Profit Spring Water, page 88 and 144. So we're going to go with 88 and see where that lands us. Well, look at that. Profit Spring Water, Providence, Rhode Island. Base. Tulip, half-gallon round light aqua. Now this one's clear. Ah. Okay. Half gallon? What size is this? Yeah. Yeah, it's a half gallon. But it says it's a blob top. Oh. Number 821. Okay. Well, let's see what it says on page 144. There's an advertisement. Absolutely pure, furnished in bottles, demijohns, and siphons. Ever heard of that? E.E. Drake, 156 Washington Street, Providence, Rhode Island. Telephone 1369 Union. Profit Spring Water. In 1892, the Profit Spring Water Company was managed by Edward E. Drake, who owned Drake's Local Express, located next door at 40.5 Dorrance Street in Providence. In 1893, both companies moved down a few doors to 60 Dorrance Street, where they remained until 1899, when they moved once more to 156 Washington Street, also in Providence. In 1901, In 1901, Drake became proprietor of the Spring Water Company and remained at the Washington location until sometime in 1912, when he moved it to 27 Meter Street in Providence. Drake sold the company to a William W. McMillan in 1918. McMillan ran it until he retired in 1924. Well, isn't that interesting? So, he started out in 1892, and it tailed out through 1924. Now, let me take a look at the seam. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Get a close look at this thing. Ain't that a sweet one? Yeah. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, I'm looking at the seam. Ooh, the seam doesn't even go all the way up to the top. It stops just over the shoulder. Yeah. And that was the prize of the day. Yep. Wow. Awesome. So I'm going to put this aside. Now that that's pretty well clean, it's not going to get much better than that. So I'm going to take a belt out of my coffee. Okay. And I think I'm going to save some time on the camera. Until I get into something else, I'll holla. Let's see. I'm going to do that. I'll leave that right there where it is. Right in between. Okay. I got to show you guys this. This is really cool. Here we have a Prohibition whiskey bottle. Oh, circa 1925, the bottle itself. Let's take a look at the seam. Yeah, it's got to be. I'm sure it's ABM. Regardless, there's lots of repeats of this bottle that I over the shoulder. I got 1, 2, in different sizes. And this one's a little more special only because when I found this upside down, like so, I found this business card right here. Can you make that out? Can you see it? Move in a little bit more. See that? That's his name. I know that whoever drank out of this bottle is this guy right here, because it was matted and notched right up against the neck of the bottle, just like that. Like that. That's why it's all crimped. It's made of cellophane, like that, flexible like a hard plastic. Mike Lynch, that's his name. 830 Industrial Trust Building, Providence, Rhode Island. Telephone Gatsby 3783. A 4-digit phone number. On the back of it, it says Maurice S. Lynch, same address, same phone number, but the calendar on the back is dated 1941. Pretty cool. The bottle was probably older. It very well could have been a vintage bottle. 15 years old or so. So if you do the math, you know, it falls right in that time frame during the Prohibition era, just as it tailed out in 33. But I thought that was so cool. This is the guy that drank out of this bottle, because it was all in one striation in the wall as I was digging. You can see that all the trash in that one spot was dumped, and this was right in the core of it, and this was right on the top, like so. That was pretty cool, you know. It's not often that you get to dig up a bottle that you know is in historical context to a guy who advertised his business on a cellophane card. I thought that was neat. Yeah, so that makes it special. Okay.